Hello guys and welcome back. A couple of weeks ago I had a message from Pooplord, the infamous Pooplord. Love him or hate him, I quite like the guy. He's a fun guy. Asking me if I'd be interested in showcasing an African clearing strategy that is developed. Says it's really strong. So as you can see, we're playing as, or Pooplord's playing as the Dravidians. I don't really know too much about African clearing because I don't really play these types of maps, but you know, it's definitely going for the standard sort of start. TC on the shorefish. As you can see, the opponent's doing the same here. Gibbertong. Now, having done a little bit of research, this isn't the Gibbertong from the Chinese team. So unless it's a Smurf account, or like an alt account, but yeah, from what I can see, this isn't the actual Gibbertong. But yeah, so what he's going for is a fast castle strategy, and he'll be going into basically just spamming siege, essentially, which is quite interesting because it's actually given me an idea for an Arabia build. Basically doing the same thing, but doing a 12:45 uptime with the Dravidians. I've actually been playing around with it, so keep your eye out for this one. I'll do a little bit of testing, maybe put some videos up of it, but yeah, it does have a defensive tower, and it's pretty much just spam scorpions until you can add other different units, whether that be mangonels or siege elephants. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been testing this morning, so quite an interesting one. But as you can see, you know, it's fairly standard at the moment, just going on the shorefish, doing what you need to be doing, getting some wood, doing that overly exciting. I'm not necessarily going to go through the, you know, the build in terms of what it's doing, but let's just have a look at the strategy in action. So I'm sure Pooplord will have a video for this on his own YouTube channel, so do check that out if you want to see a bit more of a proper build order, if you like, or build order guide. As you can see, Gibbertong, he's gone over to the main wood line, which is what you would normally do on this map, because obviously there's not really a huge amount of wood in this part of the map. But having said that, they do all have 200 wood on, so there's quite a good chunk of wood there in those areas. So yeah, there's nothing to say you can't do it from there, especially if you're looking for a quick game rather than a long-lasting game. But as you can see, he's on his way up. He's gone up with 18 population. Gibbertong isn't on his way up yet, by the looks of it. I'm sure he'll be up soon enough. I'll just fast forward again. As you can see, he's just gone quite heavily onto the shorefish, trying to get as much food in as possible. He's even taken villagers off of the off of the wood now that he's got enough wood to build the market and blacksmith. Like so. And you can see he'll probably be selling the wood because he's not been collecting gold, so he'll be selling the wood. I think my only concern here is it's probably going to be a little bit of idle time, so see what happens there. Yeah, I mean, we're already idling the TC anyway, so 2 villages worth. To be fair, that was absolutely fine. Sort of same normal click up time as you would expect with this, 2 villages worth. So yeah, he's on the way up. It's just obviously idled the TC so he could afford it. Just going heavily onto wood now. I think for the scorpions you need, I think, 9 on wood and 14 on gold to maintain scorpion production from 2 siege workshops. So probably going to be a bit of a need to go over to gold shortly with quite a lot of villages. Problem really is that there's no food coming in. which means no villager production. So we do have barracks going down, so it's probably just to make some defensive spearmen perhaps. I mean, it's not scouted anything, so we're not quite sure what Gibbetong's doing at the moment, but probably a few defensive spearmen just in case there's any scouts coming in, especially as you're up against the Mongols. But yeah, we have gone over onto the gold now. And as you can see, we will just about hit the Castle Age in a minute. Gibbetong's on his way up to Castle Age as well. So, despite being quite a bit later up to the Feudal Age, he's been able to pull off a fast castle still as well. So it'll still be about 16 minutes to get to the Castle Age there. So we do have the first siege workshop coming down. I'm not sure if we go for 2. If we don't go for 2, then we're fine with villager distributions as they are at the moment. Not making any more villages though, so it looks as though it's a properly all-in strategy of just wood and gold, maintain production where you can. So yeah, we've got the one down. It doesn't look as though the second siege workshop is coming, so just the one, which is quite interesting, especially as your opponent's about to get into the. Oh no, there we go. See the second one. Definitely need a second siege workshop just so you can get those troops massed up. But Gibbetong has been mining gold for stone for quite a while. It's nicely protected there as well. So you can expect there's going to be a castle coming down from Gibbetong, which is going to be exactly what it needs. But we're going to be seeing more and more siege coming out. We do have a mangonel on the way as well. That'll just come in quite useful for taking down the TC and perhaps any countering any siege that might come from Gibbetong there. And certainly you've got the spearmen there in case any knights come. I think if Gibbetong went for steppe lancers, I think the scorpions would do fine against steppe lancers. As you can see, we've got a defensive siege workshop from Gibbetong in reply to this little push. Nothing, oh yeah, we do have some more units being produced from there. Scorpion Mangonel. And Gibbetong getting a second TC up in the corner there. Side of the map. Sorry, not corner. But at the moment, quite a bit of pressure going on there. So Gibbetong is going to make a castle down there just to try and protect his TC a little bit, but Pooplord does notice that that's incoming and is able to just push those villagers off from the castle. So Gibbetong is probably going to need to delete that like he does there, but he has still got enough resources to make a castle again. So certainly wants to try and protect this this town centre. So we've got the second castle going down there, or second positioned castle, repositioned, that's probably the word I'm looking for, repositioned castle. But people will just diving straight in under the TC with the scorpions there, which is probably actually okay in this instance because it's denying that castle. It's only lost the one scorpion, taken quite a bit of damage from that, but because there's not loads of villagers there, it's not a fully garrisoned one. It's obviously not shooting as many arrows, so it's a bit more easy to kind of not die, basically. However, the mangonel will kill you off, so you just got to be careful there. I mean, good decision to come around this side to take out those villagers. There wasn't really any need to go under the TC in that respect here, just because you could have just attacked it from that side. That was absolutely fine. I suppose the only problem with attacking it from that side was that. So the mangonel jumping out there, and there we can see that town centre is now gone. We're going to be chasing off that mangonel, and these villagers all over here are going to die as well. So Gibbetong only down to 16 villagers at the moment. A little bit unlucky with these mangonel shots, maybe. Ooh. Definitely going to be trying to get that that castle up. I think it's a bit of a futile effort, really. He's able to take out the mangonel. He might be okay, but those villagers are going to die if he can't get on top of the mangonels, and the mangonel goes down, so there's nothing there to defend this with. That castle is going to be denied, and those 3 villagers are just going to go down pretty quickly, really, aren't they? So Dravidian only on 11 villages. He got nothing on food at the moment either, so he's got wood and gold coming in, and not a huge amount he can actually do here. Probably wants to delete that if I was him, and then maybe, I mean, I don't know what you could even do here to recover when you've only got 11 villagers and 3 of those are just walking around the map. Not a huge amount you can do in this situation. I suppose technically you could get rid of that castle, rebuild it over here, because I don't think Pooplord actually knows he's over there. So, no, he doesn't know where he is. So Dravidian could have just deleted that, remade the castle back at home, and then tried to get some army and get a bit of a reboom going, I think. But I suppose when you're at this stage, you've lost a lot. It's going to be quite demoralising, isn't it? But yeah, that's it. So that's Pooplord's little strategy. It's inspired me to do an Arabia version. So keeping a lookout for that one. Cheers, guys. I'll see you on the next one.